5, 4, 3.
Everybody's fat. You're either really fat, kind of fat, or try not to be fat.
You have gained, 50 pounds of fat. Of fat.
If you are heavy and you're not going to lose weight, or you can't lose weight, or you're unhappy with yourself, whatever, we're here.
Hello.
Hello, Internet.
Yeah, we're here. We made it to the basement.
Another day, another fat story. Some victories, some losses.
I'm gonna ditch the headphones.
Yeah, get rid of the headphones, man.
I was getting too much echo.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. A little Mark Echo every now and then, but you wear too much Mark Echo, then what are you doing?
Speaking of Mark Echo, we're here with Mark Anthony Superfan once again.
Yep.
Tom.
Back in action. We got
what's up, Internet?
Yeah, exactly. One last day. He ships out tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Back down to the swamp.
Afternoon.
Where he's from.
Where he's from.
Not really from there.
He's from there. He's lived there for like 4 years now. He's from there.
I saw somebody yesterday, and they literally were like, "Yeah, you don't look like you're from Florida," even though like it said my home address was Florida. So definitely not.
Yeah, but was that in Florida?
No, it was here.
Yeah.
And where did they see your address?
It was at the gym that I go to. They
What
could
did-
see the home address.
What did they say that says
they were
you're
like,
not
"Oh,
from
so
Florida?
So you're from Florida?" And they were like, "You don't really." They're like, I was like, "I'm really originally from Jersey," and they were like, "You seem like a Jersey."
Yeah, but what would make one look like they're from
I
Florida?
didn't ask questions. I didn't give a shit.
Maybe it's the Philly tattoo on your arm.
They didn't see that.
Yeah. You wearing sleeves on?
I wear a hoodie when I work out.
That's what it is.
People think I'm a
I
psycho.
know. But I didn't think anyone would see that.
You're like, oh,
I know.
yeah.
It's like
Well, that's Philly. Philly's got the mountains right next to it.
yes.
Was that your heartbeat?
He's in defib.
Thank you for understanding the whole reference of it. Not many people understand it, but
Exactly.
Is that supposed to be a heartbeat?
I wanted it to look like a heartbeat, but also be like Philly
All right, wait.
and mountains.
So
it's a whole thing.
Okay, so
Now we're changing-
I didn't get a heartbeat off that at all. I see the Rocky Mountains, and I think a
The
skyline.
Philly part looks more like a heartbeat than the mountains, though.
Yeah, that's the heartbeat.
Yeah.
We'll take a picture of that, send it out to the Patreon.
And then the mountains part is when he died.
Yeah.
When I go to the mountains, that's where I want to die.
No, that's his actual heartbeat, and then the Philly was just an addition, right?
Yeah, it was just the whole thing that I did. I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do we want to do? We want to get right into it? Sean, a little bit of Shawn Weigh-ins?
Yeah, Shawn Weigh-ins.
Yeah, we changed it. It's
Sorry,
no longer,
sorry.
We went from Damon to Marlon, now we're in Sean. We're going to go through the whole family.
Oh yeah, I tried to go back to one.
Yeah, you did.
Ew.
I know. It's a little bit messed up, honestly.
So let me just start off. I was 380. No,
Yeah, you're like 400.
I was a little confused last week, right?
Well, it was a Christmas spirit got in
Christmas
you.
spirit got up me. I had the Lord, the good Lord is going down on me. I was, I think I said it was 253.
Yeah, I think that's what we said.
Okay, so I weighed out today at 249, 249 and a half.
That's through the holiday,
Broke
too.
the first goal. Maybe a new sound just came.
Yeah, I like it.
I love that sound.
That's a good sound.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go.
Let's
so
go
was
for
it
it.
last week? I think I was 303.4 or something. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, didn't have, it was holiday weekend. Didn't do great, but I ended up losing a pound overall. This morning I was 302.8. So, we'll call that a pound, even though it's like a half pound.
Yeah.
Nice.
The number changed, so.
I haven't gotten weighed since I've been here, but
Yeah.
today Nick allowed me to go on his scale and surprisingly weighed in at 318.
Yeah, dude, we're all-
Oh,
really proud.
that's a great thing.
Not gonna
'cause
hear that
when I
sad sound this
left,
week.
I was 325.
The
so,
only
I mean,
thing that I could see is that maybe that somehow the gravity's less up here, and you go back down towards the equator, and you weigh yourself, and it's going to say higher, and you're setting yourself up for
Maybe the water has more calories down there.
it could.
more fluoride. The fluoride sits heavier.
Well, it's a
in
heavy
the-
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a heavy metal. I don't know. I think it's.
I thought you were a
it's-
doctor.
I am, but my specialty is in foot pain.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's like fluoride is a byproduct of the aluminum manufacturing process, though. You can trust me. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you have a good holiday?
Had a great holiday, man. A lot of fun. Was up north for Christmas Eve.
What's up north mean? Like you drove up an hour and a half, 2 hours?
It's like 2 hours. By
Okay.
up north, I mean North Jersey. Why leave Jersey, you know? So, went to the in-laws' house. They had snow up there, which was nice.
That is nice.
It was nice. So it was, you know.
We had snow down here for Christmas Eve, though.
Yeah, a little bit. They
Well,
had
but
like
they had
4
good-
inches
oh,
up
okay,
there.
that's good
Yeah,
snow.
It
I
was
was
good
real
snow.
happy about that snow, by the way.
Yeah.
Good to
Yeah,
have.
it was
while,
nice.
While I was visiting, it was really nice to experience.
Yeah, so I drove up there during the ice storm. That was fun. Christmas Eve morning, we left right as it started icing. A lot of people, a lot of accidents, but I stayed strong. 4-wheel drive, God bless, kept going. Made it up there, had a nice dinner.
Did you drive in your truck?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
Christmas morning, we woke up, hung out, did breakfast, and then I headed home. Interesting story about what happened on the way home, though. I gotta tell you guys. So right around exit 33, like the Haddon Heights area, all of a sudden all the traffic came to a stop. I'm like 15 cars back from whatever happened, and I'm thinking it's an accident or whatever. So I called Kristen because she was behind me to tell her, hey, traffic, slow down, whatever. All of a sudden, dude, there's 2 huskies running across the highway. Just booking it back and forth, back and forth. So both sides of the traffic stopped, and we're like, "Holy shit!" These I didn't see any close calls because I got there like a second after traffic fully stopped.
Yeah.
But they're all of a sudden 10 white women hop out their cars. They're just parking them
They're
in
all
the lane.
hysterical.
They're just like all just looking at each other. No one's taking any action.
Yeah.
So I had my dog in the car, so I had a leash. So I pulled over. And me and this other old white guy with gray hair and a Carhartt jacket, I saw the Carhartt, knew he was going to do something.
He was ready to help.
We grabbed the dog, and he wasn't his dog, and he goes, he's going to take it to some people over there that we thought was their dog. So I just gave him the leash, Christmas present. Said, here, just take the leash, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even stick around.
Okay, so you just had your dog's leash.
She just had the leash,
Okay,
gave it to him.
I thought you were about to take the dog out and like so the dog would come to me because I had a dog.
I got a Doberman. Dude. I was sicking on that dog. Fucking take it
Yeah,
out.
take him
This
out.
dog
No, I just donated the leash after we caught the husky with me and the old man.
So what? Okay.
So we caught the husky. The other one was caught earlier on. So it was but it was.
So this is
booking.
what the whole traffic scenario is
whole
about.
traffic scenario.
There were
Dude,
these
they
2
stopped.
huskies.
I mean, this one was sprinting back and forth, side to side. Like it was crazy that it didn't get killed. Right? Gave him the leash. Kristen passes like 5 minutes later. They're still the leash is still there. They're still using it. I looked it up on Facebook. Apparently, it wasn't anyone's dog on the highway. Those dogs escaped from like a house in the neighborhood around like off the highway and ran onto 295. Can you imagine waking up Christmas morning and both your huskies, beautiful dogs, are just dead on the highway?
Merry Christmas.
Worked out.
Charlie.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a Christmas miracle. I was
And
involved
you
in.
saw this story. You got 0 credit?
0 credit. No, the one lady said thank you so much to everyone that helped out with treats. Someone gave a leash, and my leash was in all the pictures on Facebook.
That's
so
nice.
I knew.
That's nice.
I knew that that was I
You should
credited
start
myself.
commenting. It's my leash. You're welcome.
I did. They blocked me.
I want my leash back.
It wasn't that
Good
nice of a
leash.
leash.
No, it's
It
not.
wasn't. No.
I want my leash back, or I'll tell the real story.
Yeah, but it was a happy ending. They ended up getting back. They were chipped, so they ended up back to the family
Nice.
on Christmas.
Nice.
So it worked out. So
They were able to get them. They fast forward the chip within a day.
yeah, well, it was like a very specific type of Fritos, and the only one house in the neighborhood.
I was gonna
you know.
say because like after a certain point, Amazon stops delivering.
Yeah, no, they were still there.
Cool.
They were still there. Worked out well. But then Christmas Day was good. Went to the parents' house, had fun.
Ravioli.
Ravioli. I sent you guys the picture.
You like that ravioli?
Big
It's
Old
good.
bucket of raviolis.
Ravioli, prime rib, mashed potatoes. Went to town. Had desserts. Had fun. Still doing well. Went right back on the diet. Lost a pound week to week.
Yeah, it took me a few days to balance it out. Came
Yeah.
off of sickness too. I kind of started feeling on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I was saying something's off here,
Yeah.
but it was enough. It wasn't enough to ruin Christmas.
I'm a big vitamin C guy, dude. You should have been chugging OJ.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm becoming a big. And I've talked about my potassium deficiency on the pod before, but I've also saw that if you stay pretty solid with your potassium, that helps with even like any water weight problems.
Really?
Yeah, so take a potassium pill, maybe
You still shoving bananas up your butt like they did at the hospital?
banana up the butt, and then one pill up the dick.
That's just being healthy.
But before I said banana, I'm thinking, what's going up my dick? That's just give you a little background about how that bit went.
But overall, good holiday for you.
Yeah, it was a great holiday.
How about you, Renter?
It was a good holiday, man. It was a good holiday. Didn't really do much. Played some games at home with the family, really.
Yeah.
Some Christmas games.
What kind of games? Yeah, what kind of Christmas games?
We just thought of some random things, just like shit you see on the internet. So, like...
I'm interested. I'm genuinely not trying to rip you right
No,
now.
it's cool. It's cool. So, like, we just, like, looked up... Not really looked up, just, like, any games we saw. So, the one I picked... So, my mom asked us all to, like, each one of us to have our own game. I saw one where you get a tissue box... Fill it with ping pong balls. Like you empty the tissues, fill it with ping pong balls, and you be like rig it to like be able to tie around your waist.
Okay, rope or something.
Yeah, my mom found like a robe, like the robe tie.
Okay.
And we used that to like I fished it, like cut a
Sure,
hole
sure.
through the box, fished it through, tie it around. You shake your ass for a minute, try and see how many balls you can get out. And
So you want to see your family shaking their ass?
It was just like a good fun thing, you know. Kind of. I thought it'd be funny.
Pervert.
My dad's got a new knee. It's funny to see.
a new ass.
My dad
It's
had
honestly
BBL
just-
recently. Let him go to town.
My sister, she picked like a Jeopardy game where we like just did like answers for
What do you have to do with your ass in that one?
Christmas. no ass play on that game. My dad had like a headbands game that was all like Christmas themed. My mom had like a spatula, get the ribbons in a bowl.
Okay, I've
This
seen
is
that
nice.
one.
You guys
Yeah,
are like a
that
real
one.
family.
So what happened when the kids went to bed? You broke out the Coke, right?
No, we were drinking. I drank scotch throughout the whole like day. Like we sat down and did like our stocking stuffer type shit after breakfast, and like I had a glass of scotch, and then
What did Santa bring you? Anything nice?
I got some like I got some alcohol, which was cool.
Always fun.
It's cool. I got some like assortments for it, like cocktail syrup, some cherries. I got some underwear. Always good to get some underwear.
Now
on
you're
Christmas.
traveling. Did you plan to have extra room in your luggage?
So I brought my mom a gift, kind of in a way. So my grandfather, who passed away almost
Rest
2
in
years
peace.
ago now.
God bless his soul. Sorry, I didn't. He said rest his peace.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
Guys, I'm retarded.
Anyway, he bought me a Mickey workshop clock shop thing. So it's like this house that has a speaker, and then these 4 Mickey like houses that have like clocks on them to be like a clock thing. And when you turn it on, it does this whole theatrical like play thing where they pop out like cuckoo clocks.
Does it tell time?
Not at all.
It's a little bit
Crazy.
ironic.
Maybe
No?
I got confused. What did you say about your grandpa though?
He bought it for me when I was a kid, like when I was like
okay.
when I was like 2 or 3 years old, as like a gift for like my like to put up for Christmas because it's a Christmas themed like thing.
Yeah.
So my mom brought it to me actually the year before my grandfather passed away because it was mine. She wanted to give it to me so I could set it up there. But then when my grandfather passed, I didn't really set it up, and it didn't feel like Christmassy because like we don't really decorate in my grandmother's house for Christmas. So I brought it up for my mom as a Christmas present. So I'm leaving it here for her to set up for more Christmases, and then I have some room to take back.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
Yeah, it did work out. I don't think I got.
You're trying to make this nice story into you're really just pawning off the stuff.
I'm not pawning it.
You're trying to just clear up
He's
her.
regifting.
I
He's
re-gifted.
regifting.
But it was a sentimental gift that like really meant a
I
lot to
get
my
it.
mom. She like
Really meant nothing to you.
No, it did. It did. And she got really sentimental about it.
Oh, nice.
Because I set it
That's a
up.
nice
like I
moment.
got home and like she went to bed, and then I set it up for her all nice. Like she saw it first thing in the morning, and she was real emotional about it. It was a good.
That's good.
Yeah, no,
That's
it was
nice
definitely a sentimental thing that she
And
very much appreciated.
You ended up with room to bring your gifts. So
Exactly.
it's a win-win.
It's a win-win for everybody. But I thought of one thing on Christmas that I wanted to ask you guys.
Yeah,
Sure.
So, Santa goes to every single kid on Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. Right? So
Yeah, do I
you
have to answer?
Yeah, I'm just making sure you
Is
agree.
that the question?
No. The question is, if he stops at every kid on every Christmas every year, it means he definitely visited Epstein's Island.
Absolutely.
Why didn't he help any? Like none of those kids wished.
He's
to
a
be
little
off
bit.
The island.
He's a little bit like Switzerland.
I mean,
he
those-
doesn't get involved.
and I mean, If you end, not saying it's your fault, but if you end up on Epstein Island, you're on the naughty list, dude.
I think that's a fair point.
You're not.
That's a
No,
fair point.
it's too naughty of an island.
What is he bringing them? What is he bringing them? Is he like just bringing them like food or something?
No, the whole
Probably
coal
sex
thing's
toys,
a
if
myth.
anything.
He doesn't stop to give people coal. That would slow him down. That guy, that's a myth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I
It's
think
like a figure of speech. Like, you're gonna get coal. Yeah, but it's near never getting it. They said too. They would cost them more money.
for the coal.
Yeah, mining the coal.
It's heavy.
But the elves, I mean, they got the labor force for it.
Yeah,
already.
they use little tiny hammers. They don't. How are they gonna get that all out?
They got magical strength.
They
They're not using
unionize.
tiny hammers.
They unionized recently, so it's been difficult for Santa to keep up production.
I guess. What do you think Santa eats after he's done, though? After he's done delivering everything, like, does he he's eating all these milk and cookies, but do you think he goes home and actually has a prime rib dinner,
If I had to guess, it'd probably be 2 eggs
Yeah.
in the morning, and then he probably fasts, and then.
Well, it's already morning. He's, you know what I mean? Or you think he's
so
still
he has
eating
2
those
eggs in the morning.
Oh, he's still, and he's fat. I get it. 2 eggs for the protein.
Yeah.
Bring it back
And then
because he's eating all these milk and cookies the whole time.
I think he doesn't eat until Christmas night. That's why we have to feed him.
Okay.
We have to feed him.
There's no other reason why we'd be feeding a man.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, man. The fun thing about the Christmas that I've noticed this season specifically, Merry Christmas. Saying Merry Christmas is back in a big way, fellas. Have you noticed this?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's back.
I had to establish
back.
it with my family, too. I was like, you got to start saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
It was
back.
It was coming back, and we all know who's saying it.
Yeah.
But
We all know why they're saying it.
yes, but I was delivering. It's like I was doing personal shopping. For a few years ago, and did shopping at Target right after brain surgery and whatnot, and. Or maybe this was right before brain surgery.
Well, you had brain surgery. There's no way for you to know exactly.
I'm pretty sure it was after. But I delivered to someone, and they were like, Merry Christmas. And I was like, oh, yeah, Merry Christmas. I was going to say Happy Holidays because you never know how someone reacts. Sure. And they said, oh, we say Merry Christmas loud and proud in this household. And so I was like, I know what you're saying. I know what people you don't like.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because a lot of people that give you this look when they say it now, too. They're like, Merry Christmas. It's fun.
Right?
Everyone's having fun again with
Right?
it.
Jesus.
They're like, Merry Christmas, right?
Right.
Right? You gonna say it? Go ahead, say it.
What else do you celebrate?
Yeah.
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 Where's your yarmulke?
I don't mind it. I don't mind. I mean, if someone said Happy Hanukkah to me, I just say it back and keep moving on with my life.
It is Hanukkah right now, so Happy Hanukkah,
Happy
guys.
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
And, why don't we all spin a dreidel? Tom, did you bring the dreidels?
Yeah.
Left it at home. Dude.
All right, so skip the dreidel segment.
I left it at home. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that kind of blew that whole 20 minutes of that pod.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, if someone says it, fuck yeah, it's Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah. I don't get the whole people being upset. Everyone's a little bit different. I don't care. If you said something to me, that's not what I celebrate. It's whatever.
Exactly, and I'm not even trying to go too far here, but I feel like... Let's just skip it.
Go too far.
Let's get too far. No, let's skip No, let's just skip it. That was fun, though. And eating was good.
Yeah.
Right? Christmas?
Anybody engorge on Christmas?
Oh, dude, I engorged myself on Christmas.
I gorged and, yeah.
I went to town. I made,
Anyone see George on Christmas?
George the
I saw
Engorger?
him.
Yeah.
I was with him.
Yeah, so sorry, what were you saying?
No, I made, a dip, a cheese dip.
Ooh.
With bacon.
Hot?
What kind of cheese?
It had shredded cheddar, shredded mozz, cream cheese, and sour cream.
Ooh.
The food pyramid of cheese, every type. And then bacon. It was supposed to have caramelized onions in it, but I ran out of time, so I couldn't caramelize the onions.
How'd you run out of time?
Because I needed to caramelize, and I had 30 minutes till I had to leave. So I was just whatever.
It takes 10 minutes to caramelize.
No, it was a shit ton. It was supposed to be 40 minutes of caramelization. I needed to cook them down good.
A true caramelization does take 40 minutes.
Exactly. It takes a long time. So it ended up just being a cheese dip, but I did add crunchy fried onions, like the baking
That's
topping.
nice. Okay.
So it was
Where
good.
did you bring this over?
I brought it over to my parents' house.
That's nice.
Yeah.
This was your contribution.
My contribution, and I brought a cheesecake.
Nice.
So, I had...
Where'd you get the cheesecake from?
I don't know. Kristen got it. I don't follow these things. It was good, though. So, went to town on desserts, went to town on appetizers, went to town on the main course, was drinking, had a couple sodies, had a good time.
Oh, I ate like strictly like Santa. I don't even think I did have like a meal, but I ate like Santa. Like I woke up and I just grabbed the cookies.
Yeah.
I never do this. I just had some hot chocolate like right away. I had hot chocolate like 4 different times throughout the day.
Well, you got a kid now, so someone's got to eat the cookies.
Someone's gonna eat the cookies. Yeah. Someone's got to make the hot chocolate and drink it.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically was like, I was telling Sam, I was like, I want candy because I'm not gonna do this again after.
Yeah.
I will. I'll make it a day. I was like, I want candy.
Mm-hmm.
So I ate all of it.
What kind of candy?
And I'm a big gummy guy. Okay. I'm not too crazy on chocolate. Yeah. I can
like
go without chocolate.
I don't like a lot of chocolate.
Reese's, Kit Kats, and then I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I got these. Oh, so yeah, I should have died that day from something engorgement. But I saw these and I asked her specifically these Skittles, freeze dried, like they're from the company because I know a lot of people make freeze dried candy now, and the big here's a Skittle version, blah blah blah.
What's the point though? What's the change?
Well, like they could like they're kind of like melty and then crunchy.
Okay.
Over like a chewiness.
Okay.
So it's a little nicer on the teeth.
Yeah.
And besides that, I looked at the calories. They're half the calories.
That's interesting.
So you get like the same size bag, maybe a bit like
same price though. This
same size bag,
material.
Yeah. And it's like 1,000 calories. This is how fat guys look at things, guys. 2 fat losers, welcome.
Well, fat guys trying to make a change look at it like that. The real fat guys aren't even looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're still eating Skittles.
Yeah. So, but then I check out this whole huge bag, and it was a big bag of these Skittles popped, is what they're called.
Okay.
Popped. I wonder if that.
Yeah,
pretty good. New mic.
Yeah, we got Santa brought you a new mic.
Santa did bring me a new mic, and now we got the same ones.
Yeah.
You guys can see us. Let's do a wave. Maybe we can get still.
Hello.
Wait, keep your hands still. We were trying to clip that. Your hands going back and forth.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Fantastic candy. Half the calories. Whole bag 500 calories.
That ain't bad. 500 calories for a whole bag is not bad.
And I'm talking like the zipper one.
Okay, the family size.
Yeah. This isn't just like the classic.
Hey, that's not bad, man.
Not bad. Yeah. So.
That's not bad.
And that's one of my struggles. Is I like candy. So if I can figure out how to mix it in every now and then, keep losing the gorge.
Sweet gorge. Behave like Santa.
That's all I needed. So you were serious about that Epstein Island thing?
I'm very serious about the Epstein Island thing.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to know, like,
What would you call it?
Santa Island.
Oh, Santa Island. I like that.
I mean,
I don't think you said that the first time.
I mean, wouldn't you consider it Santa Island if they're going there because they're naughty?
When you say Santa Island, it makes me feel of just like an island where Santa lives, or at least vacations.
I mean, what do you think he's doing 364 days of the year?
Working. He's making toys.
He doesn't have to work. He's got everyone else working.
Yeah, but who do you think?
Have you seen all the movies, Tom? He's not actually making the toys.
That's a fair point. I have, but Tim Allen looks busy.
He knows how to make the toys, and he's really good at it.
Yeah, but why do you think he's going to his island with the kids? He wants to make toys for them.
Dude, he's got to drop all this shit off. He's supposed to make toys off.
Day.
He's in management,
but he's supposed to just work every day making toys. Okay,
no,
now all you fucks get to stay behind while I deliver them.
No, that doesn't make sense, Tom. He's out there making
PDFs. Fair.
What doesn't make sense?
He's running fucking budgets.
What about it doesn't make sense?
One Santa is.
Why would he go to Naughty Island? He doesn't like naughty kids.
Don't tap your mic.
Don't tap your mic.
Sorry.
Put your hands off your knees.
Over here.
Stop breathing.
But I think you had a low moment. Maybe you wanted to discuss with us.
So it's an old low moment. I got reminded of it. I visited an old workplace. And
You used to work?
apparently Nick doesn't care about my low moments.
Nah, he doesn't give a shit about it.
But anyway, I was reminded of how when I was gauchoing, cutting meat tableside at a Brazilian steakhouse, I would cut pieces of meat for myself and put them in the tray at like a little drip tray, and I'd bring them back to the station and eat them as I was working.
Yeah, can I be honest with you, Tom? I'm gonna leave too. I don't give a shit if I get low. That's a pretty low moment, man.
I mean, it happened a lot.
No, I would find myself doing the same thing.
I mean, it was a low moment. I just by going back there, I saw some meat on the
dripping tray.
on the dripping tray, and I was like, "Wow!"
It came back to you.
Yeah,
you
it all came back
fat
to me.
fuck.
I can share a low moment. I
I
had one that was reminded from food at work.
Nice.
You remember when we worked at David and Sons?
No.
Dude,
Brain injury.
Yeah.
I would eat so many of those pieces of candied bacon, and Dave would come in and be like, "Oh, we sold a lot of candied bacon."
There was only 3 pieces left?
Yeah, dude, they went quick.
Yeah, you would snack on that.
Oh, I ate so much.
But they were so like, it was such a thing that it's like, they really seemed like a big thing.
Nah, not at the time, but at the end of the day, it's like 12 pieces, you know?
When you have a full pack.
Yeah. They were good.
That was good. It was easy to get. And actually, I did good while we worked there, but that's a place that was easy to get fat at.
Oh, I got so fat.
Barbecue.
Barbecue,
Trust me,
pork,
I
everything.
He wasn't a good owner, but he was a good owner in the sense where he didn't give a shit. Exactly. Like
He could
just,
be a cool guy.
Oh, yeah, we sold that? Yep. Okay.
Sounds good.
Like, you just fucking take, like, steaks.
Didn't care.
Didn't
care about
He
anything.
didn't care.
Dude was just getting hammered every night.
Yeah, if you took his liquor, he would probably get upset.
That's the only thing. It's the only thing. Yeah, dude, remember that whole Jay?
That was good.
Dude, I got into a whole argument. So I wish Sawyer was here. He could talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I was
got into
off that
a whole
day.
argument with this guy because he was just fucking doing heroin in the office, and we had a rush. Dude, we had a rush, and he's not showing up. It's just me and Sawyer working. So I go to the office, bang on the door.
He's shooting up.
I mean, he was passed out. So
it ended up turning. This happened, and then
it got bad.
me and the owner, then like he recorded on his camera, just like had it playing in the office, and then we got a video of him just straight up shooting up.
Yeah.
It got to the point where he shot up, and it was like, and I was like, all right, we can probably put this off.
Yeah. Dude, so I bang on the door, and he's like not answering. I go to open the door, and he slams it shut. So I was an asshole. I slam it back into him, and then he like wakes up eventually, and like I'm like, dude, where the fuck? Me and him get into a screaming match. Like we were close. at this
And
point.
guys, nothing is worse than scream arguing with a drug addict.
Dude,
who was on
in
drugs.
a kitchen, and there was knives and shit everywhere. So he was walking, I was keeping the table in between us, and like Sawyer was hiding in the corner. And then Dave showed up, his wife showed up, and the whole time I'm like, yeah, like dude, he's on drugs, like this whole thing. Dave eventually, after he got fired, thanked me because he didn't have any clue about it, and he changed the combination to the safe. Got camera of him and his junkie girlfriend trying to break into the safe not long after this whole thing happened.
I bet that's what they do.
It's crazy, man. Drugs.
I ran into him. He looks the same, but he said he's doing good.
Good.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Well, I mean,
Maybe he
at
hit
that
a lick.
at that rate, if he was still using at this point, he's probably dead. So I would imagine he's doing all right.
Yeah, maybe,
Sometimes they don't die.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't look like you ever stop taking drugs,
Some
even
people
after
just
you
look
do.
like junkies the whole life,
Yeah.
and they've never
Some
touched
people are
it.
born looking like junkies, even though they're not.
Yeah,
You
happens.
You know what I'm concerned with is that the cameras aren't on Do Not Disturb.
Mine isn't, but it's all right. Just keep going.
Okay.
Nothing we can do about it now.
Really nothing we can do about
I
it.
just hope we're not disturbed. You know what? At the very least, it'll jump, and then I'll just cut.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I'll cut around.
And sorry for my sorry for the way I sound and whatnot. There's a
Yeah, you sound like shit.
there's a COVID mutant going around.
Really?
He's running or he's raping.
He's raging.
He's
I've
a
heard
full
about this.
mutant. Yeah.
I've heard about
The
this.
variant turned into
the rapist.
a full mutant being. Yeah, so
Is that
I
what the
thi-
drones are looking for? Maybe.
Ooh.
I think so.
Yeah. Were you
Makes
raped
sense.
by this mutant?
I was like assaulted.
They grow
He almost
you?
got you.
It gorged me.
He was like trying to enter you. You got away right before he did.
Yeah, so I just took a lick of the illness, not COVID.
Sure, that's how you got sick. So it happened Christmas Eve.
But I think it is STD related.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Probably is. Most fun things in life are anyway. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, mutants running around, drones in the sky.
I wanted to bring up something. I don't know if you guys ever thought about it, but like
Probably haven't.
with sports going on, you know, some people have good teams. You guys have good team to root for.
Yeah, you're a Giants fan.
I have
Fuck
a
you.
shitty fucking team to root
Boo.
for.
Yeah, no, you don't have. You're from a different area than the team you're from.
I get it. It's the team.
You're the
I would
worst.
root
You're the
for.
worst type of sports fan.
All right, whatever. I wanted to bring up. What do you think it's better to be, a sports fan or a Disney fan? Because sports fans, you got highs
Better
and
fan?
lows.
Better?
You got highs and lows for sports.
I mean, this is a very simple one, Tom. I'm going to be quite honest
Go
with you.
for it,
You're not
buddy.
going to like the answer.
Yeah, you're gonna say
Disney is way worse.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Why so?
It's for kids.
Is it?
I think yeah.
Do you, I mean,
I think it's
I think
mainly
if we
for-
Googled that, it would say yes.
It'd probably say it's like if you look up their target model their
Yeah.
target audience, it would probably say
Children.
children.
I mean,
Yeah.
I understand that, but Walt's model was for everybody, not just children.
What was Walt's model on Nazis?
I was like, what was a Nazi?
Walt, that's fine. I didn't say anything was.
Is it fine?
I mean, isn't
We're
it?
going off his principles, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean,
Did
look,
he try killing the Jews?
there's nothing wrong with enjoying Disney.
Maybe.
But it's like,
Can't prove it.
It's absolutely for kids. You can still enjoy the movies for like a nostalgia thing, but like, I mean, this is a Tim Dillon rant, but
I'm not saying
it's the first culture you're supposed to be introduced to. It's not supposed to be the last.
I understand that, but my point is like being a fan of Disney versus being a fan of sports. Like sports, you have highs and lows, and it's
Sure.
like you can have really low lows and literally have your whole mood ruined by like being a sports fan.
I don't have that happen too often. I know it's a thing,
Some people do.
but like
is my
I'm not
point.
like if the Eagles lose, I'm kind of like shoot.
There's some people that like are pieces of shit the next day.
Oh no, listen. And when I beat Dan in fantasy, the dude wouldn't talk to me for a
Right,
week.
but my
It
point
happens.
is like a Disney person isn't going to be like that.
Yeah, but it's like it's not even necessarily too.
And I'm
comparable.
both, so it's like, you know.
So, I have an answer.
He googled it.
I googled it,
Nice.
and while we aren't necessarily like we're half right, he doesn't necessarily fall into the category.
What does it say?
No,
You
I'll
have
tell
to
you
be
what.
an athlete.
Yes. It says that like it ranges, but they target like families.
Okay.
And then
I can
kids.
see that. And like, look, too. Here's the thing. I went to
Guys,
I'm a
Disney.
family man.
Yeah, family.
I went
No,
to
what it
Disney
says-
what,
what
a
it
year
says-
and a half ago. It was a good. I had fun myself. I get it.
It says toddlers to grandparents to be in his fairness, and it says for people who adults who grew up with Disney.
Okay.
So that's him.
So that's
So
that,
You want-
and should I like? Are you my Nickelodeon fan?
you can be.
You know,
I don't wanna be.
The biggest thing for me, Tom,
You
it's
can
not.
be.
It's not even that you go to the parks. Let me finish. It's not even that you go to the parks.
Wait.
What gets me?
Let him finish.
Let me finish. Wait. Can you wait? Let me finish before you tell him to let me finish. Let me finish.
Can you finish?
I'll finish. I just finished. Is that you meet the characters? That always
I
throws
don't
me for
want to.
you, Tom.
I
Hold on. Let me
don't
finish.
like it most of the time.
No, let me. Okay.
I'm gonna say
I've
that.
seen the pictures.
Yeah.
You
What am I
look-
supposed to fucking frown?
You should if you don't like it. It'd be way funnier if you looked upset every picture. You look pretty joyous, and there's been videos.
He looks
as
very
well.
joyous.
There's been videos. You love it.
I mean, I enjoy moments.
Do you have a
of
whole
it for sure.
closet for your costumes?
I mean, it's just in my closet. But I only have one hanging up that I actually like, and it's the Hercules one. And honestly,
Name all the characters you've been.
really,
Hercules.
I've been Hercules. I've dressed up
Maui?
as Anakin. I've dressed up as Maui. I've dressed up as Clayton. I've dressed
Who
up
the fuck is Clayton?
Clayton from Tarzan, the guy who's hunting
Yeah.
Tarzan.
I remember that
yeah,
one.
so he's
Did
yellow
you dress
and
up as
shit.
Tarzan?
No, I can't wear just. I wanted to. I was gonna wear just like a loincloth.
Why, dude? It was
Clayton's more of a bigger fella.
Anyway, let him continue.
I've been.
Where are we at? 6, 5?
I was
5.
at- no.
I think my
Okay,
hand never-
whatever.
okay.
Continue.
I've been the guy, Milo from Journey to Atlantis. It was an animated one. Don't know if you guys saw that. Who
I
else
have.
I
Wait,
been?
which ones
You've
aren't
been-
animated that you just named?
You've been the Beast too.
I was the Beast.
Keep thinking. I know there's more.
Is it? Oh, I dressed up as Prince Charming from
All right,
Cinderella.
that's 6.
Have I dressed up as any? I've dressed up as, I think, Eric from Little Mermaid.
These are like not even secondary characters.
Yeah, they are. What do you mean?
No, let him
Eric?
finish. I need
Fuck is Eric?
Prince Eric from Little Mermaid. It's who she's fucking loves.
That's who she's marrying. That's a big one. Anyway, come on.
I don't remember any. I can't remember any.
Okay,
others. I'd
so
have to call Miranda to confirm.
That's
any
fine,
other ones,
right?
man.
Yeah, that was at least 7, maybe 8, right?
Yeah.
That's almost as many costumes as I've worn in my whole life.
Yeah, I have to make you understand something as well.
Sure.
Oh, I've also dressed up as Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Okay, yeah, so we'll confirm it at 8.
Yeah, and most of them have just been like Miranda asking me to be that person. Some of them,
You should have said all of them were that.
when I say some of them, like Milo, I liked. I made that suggestion. Clayton, I liked. I made that suggestion. I mean,
I
I'll
like
dress
the-
up as a Jedi any day. You guys can go fuck off. I mean, it's cool as shit to me.
Star Wang.
Star
Yeah.
Wang for life.
I don't know.
I gotta go on. Say he was a Universal Studios guy.
Uh-huh.
Let's start naming the characters he would dress up then.
Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
I have dressed up as Mr. Incredible for
Ready?
Halloween at Rodizio.
The Hulk.
The Hulk, yeah.
Hagrid.
Okay.
This fucking stone guy from
The Thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
The fatter Blues Brother.
Shrek.
Shrek. Fucking one of the Transformers.
Optimus.
Jazz, the black one.
Yeah. Is that the one we were talking about recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. The golden, the token.
The token robot. The only
But-
robot that dies in the film.
I'll tell you what, for you fat losers out there, here's some weight loss motivation. You can't be too fat and want to go down to Universal
That's true.
or Disney World
That's true.
and want to ride these rides.
Nope. I've had to lose weight to ride some of the rides.
Have
How
you
does that
been
make you feel?
denied to get on a ride because
I
of your weight?
couldn't ride Hagrid's for the longest time because
That's a
of my
fairly
weight.
new one, too.
I was
Were you
able-
doing the motorcycle or the sit-down part?
I
of it?
had to ride. I could only fit in the motorcycle,
Okay.
and I didn't ride it until like 3 years after.
What does
So-
one go through in that moment when you're
So
doing
When
the
they-
walk
when
of
they
shame?
unlock all the fucking
You know everyone's seeing it.
And
No, it's a thing.
Yeah,
Everybody's thing
everyone's
gets
seeing
unlocked.
it.
You have to get off, and
Yeah.
like they literally escort you towards like an exit area.
The fat exit, the really wide one.
The
Not
double
any
door.
it's a
They're
double
like-
doors actually.
Well, so what goes through one's head?
Sometimes
Wait, you know what?
at
It's
Universal, actually, I will say this: Universal's really good about it. They give you a pass to go on any other ride fast lane.
Do they tell you which ones that you can get on?
They tell you there's some that you can't use it for. The high...
No, I meant more so like the fatties can fit on this one for sure.
No, they don't tell you that. And
I
that's
feel
a
like that
good
would
thing.
actually help.
I think so too. It
Yeah.
should, but like every ride is different, so it'd be hard for them.
Did you
to
fit on
tell.
the Velociraptor ride?
Oh yeah, dude,
Okay.
I'm front
Yeah,
row every time.
it's
That's a
big
good
enough
one.
for him.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
It's shoulders. That's why I got big ass thighs. Dude.
You still haven't answered the question though.
What was your question?
What does go through your mind when that happens?
It's a little bit of it's embarrassment. I
Sure.
mean, you can't escape the embarrassment from it. That's why
Yeah.
they give you the pass. They
Yeah.
make you feel better about yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
So
You think-
you're embarrassed temporarily, and then
Sure.
you get to feel like excellence and
Be funny if they
priority
gave you,
by
like-
going through a line in front of everybody.
Is there a
Like,
FOMO?
It'd be funny if they gave you like a churro.
You
or something.
definitely. So I've had to do it where like I sat there before and waited.
That's
That
So there's
sucks.
so there's
wait,
also
and what's going on? It's just not clicking in.
No. I'm talking about after you've already been escorted off.
And he's waiting for his party to get off the ride.
Yeah.
That sucks because you're literally just waiting.
Okay, yeah.
Waiting. And you also have this. So another thing that goes through your head is like, well, this sucks. I don't want to have to inconvenience my party. And like Miranda has done that before, where she'll just get off the ride with me.
Sure, that's almost worse.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
and that's like it's even worse to have that feeling.
Yeah.
So what weight is that?
I mean, that was when I was up at like 350, and I was not fitting at all.
Yeah.
When I got back down to like the 320s, that's when I was fitting.
You fan of what is it? It's an Instagram page with the women plus size park hoppers, I think it's called. Yeah, he knows it.
I don't. I laugh because there's a Disney Parks swingers page, which I think is hysterical.
Pervert.
Yeah, right.
It's family shaking
I think
their
it's
ass.
hysterical, honestly, and it's funny because like I get all Disney content as well, and like randomly, not a lot, randomly, they'll like pop up like, we're gonna be on Main Street on Wednesday at 10 p.m. or something like that. And it's
Nice.
just like, it's
You
wild.
seem pretty dialed
Yeah.
into this community. Huh?
You're not dialed in. It's
You're
just
always
one of
on
them
Main
that I
Street at
remember.
10
browsing
p.m.
it,
I mentioned it to Miranda because I was like, "Is this a real thing?" She was like, "Yeah," because she goes on Disney
So
Reddit.
she's dialed into it.
She goes on Disney Reddit. Dude, she stays up to date as much as possible.
Now, see, that's the most adult side of Disney I've ever heard of. The swingers club at Disney.
So I've even proposed like they need to do like an adults only swingers like Disney cruise. They would get
they would
so
never
many
do that,
people,
but they
dude.
would. But they would never.
You know, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But if they did, it'd be wildly pretty. I think it'd be wild.
It would be
Who
wild.
would you like?
I'd go.
Would you wear a
I'd
goofy
go.
mask? Like, you know, keep it like in
No,
the
I wear a
orgy.
Mickey mask for sure.
Okay, but everyone
For
else is
sure.
going to be Mickey. You
Nah,
gotta
not everybody. Not everybody can pull
do you
off.
think
what
do
we-
you think they wear costumes? I mean, you got the costumes.
You know, you gotta pull off a good Mickey.
That wasn't even that great of a Mickey.
It wasn't, but it was
that great
all
of a
right.
Mickey.
That was a hacky Mickey.
Yeah, it's what you got.
You know, as a man that's dedicated most of his adult life for Disney, I
I've been
feel like
dedicated most
Petty,
of my
hit us
adult
with a
life.
real Mickey.
I can't. I
Shit.
know I can't do
thought
it.
you had it in you.
I didn't.
Line them up
No.
and drop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all right.
I mean, listen, I didn't swing. Strike one.
yeah.
Yeah, you miss all those swings you don't strike at.
There you go, brain surgery, idiot.
Oh God, dude. I mean, New Year's is coming up, fellas. What we thinking?
What's
We got
your-
some
you
New
got-
Year's resolutions.
I'm thinking my New York goals. I'm
Yeah.
not saying New Year's
New Year's, New York.
Why not
New York
New Year's?
resolutions.
because
The brain surgery.
E before the O,
You got goals for New York. Actually.
after the RK.
Gotcha.
That's
New
pretty.
York.
It's the only way it's going to make sense. Don't
It's-
ask again.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So my New York resolution is to stay out of New York City.
Yeah,
I like
But
that one.
New Year's,
you've heard my rant last episode. I'm pro staying out of New York
yeah,
City.
yeah. But New Year's resolution, we've kind of already jumped that goal a few months before.
Sure.
You know?
Well, I mean, the continuation could be part
So the
of it.
continuation,
Yeah.
maybe more cardio.
Sure. A little high intensity cardio, 6 hours.
I
a
used to
week.
be a big high intensity guy. I like doing this, I like touching that.
You wouldn't even work out that much. You'd just be like, fucking angry the whole
Ah,
time.
yeah.
Just like flex your
But
muscles. That's
the
fine.
high intensity, I don't like to do it
You
anymore.
don't have to do high intensity.
It's super.
What are you talking, like P90X or something?
I'm talking like TB12. No, I'm just kidding. No, like I have like this thing I would do on that bike out there,
Okay.
and like it's so much
The
that
Chinese
like
Peloton.
Chinatown, yeah, and
Chinatown.
and like it's just like riding the bike for like you ride it like pretty steady for like 35 seconds or 45 seconds, and then you go fucking nuts for 15 seconds, like you're
intervals, I got
nuts.
Sure, sure.
And then you like cool it down for whatever. Maybe it's 30-15. But I hate that. It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
What does it hurt?
The thighs. It just really like you really have to be well stretched out.
Yeah. You guys stretch at all?
Stretch,
I do.
stretch.
I try to stretch
before.
as often as I can.
Yeah, if you don't stretch, especially before something like that, it's like it'll start pulling. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna pull something.
Yeah, I mean, I've tweaked my back, and I've had a couple different little tweaks because of my work, and then stretching's been the way to recover.
Yeah, for sitting from work all the 8 hours for work, I have to stretch. If
I
go
get
to
that.
work out, man,
I don't know how you do it, man.
I'll hurt if I don't stretch.
Sitting for all day seems worse than
I
what
got
I
that
do.
standing desk, dude, and that standing desk these last 2.5 weeks, dude, it's changed.
It's good for
the game,
circulation.
dude. It's awesome. I love the standing desk. I'll literally just pop it up in the middle of the day and just start working from standing, and I'll stay there for 2 hours.
Did you also get the laying desk?
I did get the laying
Nah,
desk.
you should
The
get that
standing
one
desk
next.
is nice because I'll be able to work. I got decent headphones. I'll put them on, put some Spotify on, and I'll just dance while I'm working. So it's pretty fun.
That is fun. I don't know how you stay focused on a job
It's
like that,
really
man.
hard.
I don't think you have either. You've kind of always been like a hands-on, man's-on.
Yeah, I've only
worked, been a
like,
cook,
trades,
chef, so it's besides 20-30 minutes of office work, just or end of the day at the bar ordering, for tomorrow. It's I don't really know sitting down work.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I mean, this.
No, I'm wrong. I'm saying
It's pretty new to me. I mean, I used to be always a hand. I used to be
Yeah.
a more labor, forward.
you
worker.
used to have a few jobs at a time that were all different.
labor intensive, or being customer service based, or whatnot. Standing on your feet multiple hours. So sitting down was a really new thing for me at first, because being at the law firm, I was kind of sitting.
That is a funny sentence.
Yeah.
Sit down was really a new thing for me.
I couldn't sit.
I had to learn. It was a lot. They sent me to training for it.
Dude, I had a whole therapy session for it. Not physical, though. It was a mental therapy.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah. Well, I mean, so we were on resolutions. You got anything?
I actually haven't even thought about any resolutions, to be honest. I mean, with resolutions, it's hard because I want to lose weight. I want to get under 300. That was a goal.
You did have.
I did.
You so in one of our arguments, you got a little bit
text.
wild.
Yeah,
You got a little wild.
You guys want to see?
Yeah, you want to see? You want the monster?
I realized that if I were to do that now, I may be screwing myself over because I have to do a marathon in the middle of January.
Okay.
And if I try and lose a bunch of fucking weight before then, I mean, if I accidentally dehydrate myself or something like that, I'll
Just drink water while you're doing it.
I understand that, but trying to lose weight, you lose sight of that sometimes. So my only concern is not hydrating myself and not fueling myself enough beforehand to be able to sustain it, the marathon, because I've done half marathons.
Sounds like excuses.
And at the end of the half marathon, dude, you're thank God this is over.
Oh, running is the worst thing. I don't know how you do it.
You don't necessarily have to run the entire time, but you have to run at certain points to keep ahead of the pace.
Sure.
And that's what's rough. And to understand, I don't know how I'm gonna finish this fucking marathon, to be honest.
What? I mean, you did a half marathon.
I know, but you're talking about doing a full
Do you want to know?
marathon.
I agree with you at some
it's
point.
26.4 miles.
Wait, your low
Instead
moment
of
was working
13.2.
at cutting meats?
Yeah.
No, it was when you left for it. But
Yeah, you didn't care about
yeah,
it.
you didn't care about
He
it.
would
We're
cut
not
the meat.
visiting
He would
again.
cut the
We're
meat,
not-
drop it in the drip tray, and then come back and eat it.
Yeah, it was a thing.
Oy. Because that was one of the jobs I was just talking about. I used to work multiple.
Yep.
To find out you were doing the low moment thing like that.
Yep.
Ugh, get out. Get out.
Yeah, I mean, my
Sorry,
dance
I just
dance
saw that.
resolutions probably. I mean, I'm gonna try to quit Zins, so
Nice.
I use
Yeah.
them to quit smoking.
But
That
you
worked
just really
well.
fucking pressured him into having one.
I tried it. It's
Oh,
cool.
I've always been an enabler.
I'm always pressured.
I've always
I
been
mean,
an enabler.
I used to smoke and I quit, and then I used
Heroin
lips.
for a while.
Yeah.
I used lips to try and get out of it, chewing tobacco, and then I stopped that eventually. But to be honest with you, the one thing that helped me stop smoking cigarettes was weed. It was pretty crazy. And I'd say that to everybody, but no one believes me when I say that.
I guess because people probably get too high when they try to transfer from cigs to weed.
You know what it was too? Was
There's no need to go out and smoke. I would rather just sit down.
Yeah.
weed for me was sort of like
thing I learned.
how
down.
drinking was for cigs. Like when I was stoned, I would love a good cig. So that's probably why people don't agree with you. But you used it almost as like a replacement for the habit of smoking something.
Well, not only that, like if I was real drunk, I'd try to like. It was hard to stay away from cigs if I was drinking, dude. Real hard. And like when I was quitting, I'd still drink. I'd still take a cig from like I'd bum a cig from somebody if I could when I was drinking. But like it like over the last probably 8 to 10 years, it's like when I fully stopped like smoking cigs.
Congrats, man. Proud of you. Thanks. Yeah, it's been like a year and a half for me at this point.
There you go.
I miss them every day. I'll be honest with you.
You ever smell? Oh, I was just about, but you ever get a good smell?
I when I smell them, I hate them. But it's just because I work, you know, my job. So like the cig break was like you get a couple minutes to yourself, hang out. So now I don't have that. I don't necessarily. I long for it. I don't want it back. I'm not going back. I do. The smell's disgusting. I can't anymore.
Oh, I still catch a smell. It's got to be the right smell, though.
Which ones do you like? Do you like menthol smell, or do you like a specific one?
No, I used to be like kind of like a Parliament Marlboro Light.
Okay.
So there's something that smells along those lines. But like it has to be in the air too, fresh air, like a fresh air of a cig. Like maybe someone smoking one nearby.
You know what I can't stand as an ex-smoker now too is how close people smoke to like entrances and exits of businesses.
Yes.
I'm like, dude, even when I smoked, I would fucking never do that.
Like,
I would literally walk into a field
take
somewhere,
it to a corner,
if
go
I had
somewhere.
to. Never near an
Don't
entrance.
stand right in front of the business doors letting smoke go
Don't
right
just sit
in
in front of the fucking rest area doors while people are walking in at 5 a.m.
Smoking cigs.
Smoking cigs.
It's fucked up.
When it's illegal.
Yeah. You can't do it.
Can't do it. And Remender's passed out in the car after he just chugged 2 coffees and said he's not going to fall asleep and threatened to hit us all. I'm tired. I'm tired.
That's so good. Yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times. Well, I mean,
cigarettes aren't illegal, but fun times.
Fun times.
I have a question about cigs, and it leads into you guys may never really work like office jobs, I understand, but like, do you think that everybody should be entitled to cig breaks even if they don't smoke cigs?
No, and it's just been the rules. It's just been the rules.
The social rules.
Everyone, like, I have not smoked. I've smoked cigs, but when I smoked cigs, I didn't really work in the kitchen like that. I worked at like a different, the retirement home with Petty.
Yeah.
So like no one was.
I just didn't know if you guys had any opinion on it. Like,
I don't give a shit.
But and I don't give a shit. But no, if you're not, and I would always have like work like cooks under me, and like if you smoke cigs, that's fine. But if someone that didn't smoke a cig tried to just step outside for a minute, I'd say, where the fuck are you going? Like, no.
That's the truth.
You need to smoke a cig to go out there. Yeah. It's the rules.
It is the rules.
And it's not fair.
Is it the kitchen rules, I guess?
It's the rules of anyone. I think it's the rules of the common workplace.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like it's been discussed a lot, even in multiple areas about it. Because it is unfair. And to me, I don't give a shit if you wanted to take... Like, I mean, I'm technically
in the same mindset because, like, I guess I'm gonna I'll find ways to take breaks if I need to.
So that's the thing. Like in my work, I have like an apprentice, so like I'm like someone's boss, and no one's there managing me. I have a manager, but they're not on site. So like, you know, I'm like, fucking take 5 minutes. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You don't have to smoke a cig. Just take a couple seconds to yourself. Make a phone call. I don't care. As long as the work gets done, it gets done.
Yeah. I didn't know if you because like. I thought of that when I was like actually in the office at one point because like the one lady next to me was the only one that smoked cigs and she would always like literally get to just take a cig break.
And you know what, I'll tell you,
once in the morning, once in the afternoon to just go take a cig break.
I mean, let's be honest though. I mean, if you just had a pack of cigs on you and went outside, no one's going to watch you smoke it, and the other smokers there probably wouldn't care.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's just how confident.
I'll tell you why. As a boss, or at least Sam Chef. Why I don't care. Because those cig smokers will work like shit if they don't get their cigs in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you gotta let them smoke their cigarettes.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Or they're gonna be like little bitches. They need their cigarettes.
The trick is just to work like shit and not smoke cigarettes and then be like, I need my 5 minutes.
I need 5 minutes or a cigarette.
Back and do well.
Train them to give you the break without the cigs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean,
how you guys doing in fantasy?
Fantasy football.
I lost to
No,
Nick.
just in your fantasies, actually.
Oh, my fantasy's going well so far.
Okay, it's gonna get weird.
A knight, and I'm a pretty famous knight. I'm doing pretty well. It's way better than my real life.
Dude, wow.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you black?
Half
He's a
black.
black
Are you a
knight.
black knight?
Well,
or
see,
a mixed knight.
He's
Mine,
the black knight.
my fantasy is in the olden days, so it's not really that great.
What, like olden days, like 1800s, or olden days, like
1930?
1500s? Oh.
And I'm a knight.
You know, I saw a buddy of the pod, Hunter, your old
my old
your old
apprentice.
coworker, your
for
old
2
apprentice, who I think we're gonna have on the pod next week.
Oh, dude, I want to rip him.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. He's
Rip
in.
him.
So he posted like, and I can't tell what's AI anymore, and I'm pretty positive this isn't. He posted like Stephen A. Smith, like a clip of him, and he's like talking about like the FBI agents there on January 6th. Does Stephen A. Smith have like a political show?
I don't
now?
know, dude. I had to stop following that
Where's
guy.
that? Where's that like AI?
I don't know.
Stephen A. Smith own political show clip. And like you get a video of it now.
But the point is like, why even have an AI video of Stephen A. Smith saying that? What's the point of that?
I don't understand the point of anything on
I
the
don't
internet.
get it. I don't get it anymore. Yeah, Hunter's a guy, a real big Instagram story guy.
Instagram
loves-
story guy. I
he will
I
post
think if you go on his
stories.
page, he doesn't have one.
He's not a post.
No,
He just
not
posts
a
the stories,
single post.
and he'll literally have like 50 of them. I had to stop following him. I mean, it was a little bit like he quit on me,
Well,
and I was
hold on.
like, "Fuck that guy."
I
So I just unfollowed
A little
him.
hurt. And the 50 stories. If you're not tuned in,
Yeah.
you don't really.
To be fair to Hunter, the 2 weeks that he was with me were some of the worst jobs I've ever seen working here. So like, I get it.
He caught it on a bad stretch.
But I was telling him the whole time.
It
I was
gets
like,
better.
this is literally some of the worst ones I've seen. Like, if we get through this, it's going to get easier. And you know, we dig into a little bit of an argument. I gave him a little bit of attitude.
Oh.
But that's going to happen in those jobs.
Yeah.
If you're not doing the job I need you to do, you're going to get a little attitude. And he got very upset with me. And I had to like talk him down off the ledge a little bit. But the worst
Off
thing,
off the shaft.
yeah, exactly. He was on my shaft hard.
Yeah.
But he literally the weekend before he quit, I saw him, dropped him off on Friday. He was like asking me like questions about how to learn this stuff, and was like in a good mood. So something happened Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday he's gone.
You never give someone the full weekend.
He could have been in a good spot, man. And now I haven't been able to fill. I haven't had an apprentice since he left.
Why is this role so hard to fill?
Honestly, my company doesn't start guys at a good rate if they don't have construction experience, so that's hard.
So yeah,
And then it's like nothing I do.
it could be. Is it going to be a little too demanding if the pay's not where you want? Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like it's like 18, right? But that's only like $1.2 or more above minimum wage now.
Yeah,
So
people
people
are
coming in with
doing
no
super-
experience, they don't know necessarily the exact timeline of when they'll be able to make really good money. So they just like, it's a lot of work. It's not easy and it's dangerous. So they're like, I could go fucking pump gas at Wawa and make the same money.
Yeah.
You know, but there's not a lot of growth if you go to Wawa. There's a shit ton of growth in my industry. So it's
you
like,
could be the assistant manager, then
you can.
and then the general manager.
But it's not as direct, right?
How many people do you think actually get to do that?
To become a manager?
Like no, like start from like gas attendant and move
probably
all
not
the
a
way
lot.
out.
Probably not a
In
lot.
Wawa?
Yeah, like it's just at Wawa.
10.
10%.
10
people.
Ever
have done it. Yeah.
It seems like a weird thing. Like that's like the guy who's like, I first started flipping patties at McDonald's, and now I'm
It
a
doesn't
franchise
happen
owner.
anymore.
It's
It doesn't
yeah.
happen anymore.
Well,
The
it's
only
not,
way
it's not the dream anymore. There's no dream in that.
The
Fuck
only
that.
way
I
to
would do
do
it.
shit
I would do it at McDonald's.
is a job hop. That's the only way to do it anymore. Is to take one position, jump to the next, But the industry that I'm in is very specialized, so there's not many
Bless you.
places to jump.
Nice.
Nice, good catch. There's not many places to jump to, but if you stick to it, like the ending can be really rewarding. So that's kind of why I'm still in it. I would have left because I've been traveling
Tom's
a lot.
talked me into working at his company for the last 2.5 years, even though I've been in Florida.
It's not difficult.
It's a predator role.
If
It's
you-
fucking hard to film.
If you can,
If you haven't heard the last 5 minutes of the pod, no one wants it.
no one wants it. But if I refer you, I get
And then
$2,000.
Tom yells at you.
Yeah, dude. The arguments that we have. Imagine I'm your boss.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd
I would
have to work in Florida.
Nah, you'd be all right.
I'd have to
You'd
work
be
in
all right
Florida.
because you would listen. Other
I'd
guys
have to
don't
get paid
listen.
way more than 18.
You just have to lie and say that you have a lot of construction
I have
experience.
the
He
experience.
has
No,
a lot
lie
of
about
meat dipping
even more than that.
experience.
I've installed elevators.
See, I can't even make that sound. Fuck.
There's too much spit in it.
There's too much. I was all dry. Oh man.
Yeah, but Hunter, I no hard feelings, Hunter. If you're listening to this, I know you are.
Yeah.
No hard feelings. It is what it is. I was upset in the moment. You kind of fucked me. You kind of made me look like a fucking retard because I was like, oh yeah, I got a guy.
Talked the guy up
and then
so much.
I got him hired. Like
In
I put my
Hunter's
name.
defense,
And I told him exactly what I
in
was gonna
Hunter's
do.
defense, I don't even know if this is Hunter's defense. This isn't your own fault.
This is
You
general defense.
never say you got a guy.
I wanted to say it because they were running. If I gave a referral and he stays for a year, I get $2,000. So of course I'm going to say it.
Man.
He needed a job. I explained to him
So
what
wait,
we do.
you missed out on 50 weeks? Even by 50 weeks?
For by 50 weeks, yeah. It was
You almost had it,
so
dude.
close.
Almost had him.
And the worst part is too, he showed up when we were traveling. In the past 4 months, we're pretty much home. So it's it hasn't been terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was a missed opportunity, I think, for him. But if you can't hang, you can't hang. The job's not for everyone. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
We're installing elevators. It's not the easiest of shit. In
Yeah,
terms of
and if
brain
you don't
power,
care, that's probably not good. Not saying he didn't care, but
you have to be able to see the end at the light at the end of the tunnel. Because if you can't see yourself doing what I do, and being responsible for all of it, you won't ever end up making that type of the top rate, and that's what you need to want to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get Remender to join. Hopefully
Yeah.
he lasts at least a couple weeks longer than Hunter.
Yeah,
But there is one in Orlando,
I know. You told me about it.
and I do need an apprentice up here. So there's 2
if
opportunities.
you refer to him and he does the one in Orlando, you're still good for
Yeah.
that referral?
Mhm.
Do it for a year. Give him the $2,000.
I'll give you $100 of it.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
I like it. I'll take
That's
it.
5%. I mean, that's the best you're gonna
That's a
get.
good deal.
Is
I
it
like
5%?
Yeah. Because 10% of 1,000 would be 100. So
Yeah,
5% of 2,000.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Not a math.
Did you guys talk about the doctor part or something that I missed out on?
Yeah, beginning of the podcast. He's a doctor. Yeah.
I think you were there actually.
You were there.
No, they can go back. I wasn't there.
You were here, but you weren't here. You know what I mean?
You were.
I hit the DMT pen right before we started, guys. And I may have been talking.
Yeah. Your eyes were wild for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the fantasy football, that's I think what started this
Yeah, the
conversation.
fantasy.
Yeah.
And
Fantasy
then the
football.
football.
Out of the 4 leagues, people are in a lot of leagues. Out of 4 leagues, I'm in 1 championship.
Yeah, you beat me to get to it, too.
Out of 4,
Hey, if I had to beat anyone,
yeah, at least it was you.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Out of,
Actually,
out of 4 leagues, I'm in 2 championships.
Nah, it's all right. It wasn't
You're in
even
2
close.
champs.
2 championships.
I had a terrible game against Nick, so it's just whatever. He
Yeah,
deserves it.
it's understandable.
I'm in the 3rd place game currently.
I
I'm
have
doing
a
all
3rd
right.
place game I'm going into as well.
yeah, they don't count, but it's
Yeah,
good.
it's
I mean,
whatever.
the way I look at it, first year
In my
back
one
after my
league-
hiatus, 3rd place ain't bad.
In my 1 league, 3rd place gets their money back, but
Yeah, I don't. It's gone for me.
gay.
It's whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think anybody. Yeah. In
Nah.
my big money, in the
Good luck
one
trying
where
to
it's like a
collect
big
from
money
me, though.
league. Third
when you
place
say
doesn't
big
get-
money, what's
it's
the?
150 buy-in and then all drop ads. Like
Oh yeah,
drop is
there's all
$1, ad is
yeah.
$1.
Klasky,
So
how
Klasky,
much-
Klasky left that league,
Yeah,
right?
he did.
Yeah.
How much can you win if you win it?
So first place is 800, second place is 400. Most points in the season is 200. Most points in one singular week is 100. And if you win the championship, you get the drop ad pool.
That's stupid. That's it should just be the first place gets everything.
No, it makes it more competitive because the guy.
So
who
is
I'm
that the one
playing-
championship you're in?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, and the guy I'm playing.
And that's on Sleeper now.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel? Do you feel
So,
confident for that championship?
Let me explain. I'll
No,
get to that after.
no, I don't want you to explain. Actually,
This guy I'm playing, he has the most points in the season, most points in a single week, and if he wins, he has the shot. He has a shot.
And when you say most points in a single week, that's
Just a game.
the,
1 week of the
but
whole
out of
season.
the entire season, whoever had the total most.
So there's most of the season, regular season.
Yeah.
And then whoever scored the highest in one singular week
So
out of
if
everybody.
you scored 300, that's the
Yes.
highest out of the whole week.
That guy
It's
gets
just
$100.
one bonus,
Yes.
$100 bonus.
Just a bonus for that one person, whoever. Because, like, it's a crazy thing to do sometimes, and usually that team winds up going to the championship, usually. So it's just another, like, bonus you can wind up getting. Well, the guy I'm playing, if he wins, because we always have it, the winners can decide, like, the two people playing in the championship can negotiate, like, hey, do you want to just do 50-50? That way,
Lame.
I agree. I think that shit's so stupid.
Lame.
He asked me, and I was like, nah, let's ride this out. I was like, you got a shot at making $1,500 if you win. I'd rather see that happen.
Yeah, it was way cooler.
That's way cooler of a thing to say, like, yeah, this dude won $1,500 in our league this
The
year.
only time someone's ever asked me to do it, so instead of just going into it and splitting it, I always say no.
Yeah. I don't, it's not as fun. What have you been doing this whole season for, if not to compete?
You know
for the
what would be fun
championship?
is to do a little split or steal type of situation where you each have a choice to either split, but the only way you split is if you both choose split. And if one person hits
I know that
steal,
game show.
and then if you both steal, then last place gets the money.
I don't like that.
It'd be fun.
It'd be fun, but I don't like that.
The guy just did horrible.
But,
I like this little addition to today's pod.
Garland.
Little Garland.
Little Garland.
Yeah,
with
that was
the
fun.
Vertical stand. Yeah, I mean, I think that's.
I think
What time we at?
I think we're at the time where I'm done talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I get that. I'm done listening.
Yeah.
They're done listening.
To be honest with you.
They tuned out 5 minutes in.
Hunter left as soon as we started talking
I
about
was,
it.
I was gonna bring up Hunter.
I was like, fuck, they're talking about me.
Hunter's pissed now,
Yeah,
so
Hunter's
great.
upset.
I gotta call him.
Explain. Just don't drop it until he's already here for next week.
Yeah, I'll bring him in. But it's been fun. Thanks for coming up, Tom.
Thank you
We're
guys
gonna.
for having me.
This is probably gonna be the last episode you'll see or hear Tom on,
Yeah.
except for the call-ins.
Yeah. If you guys ever call in again, you guys
Maybe not.
We've called you every week.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys got a whole setup to bring guests on.
Well, you
so
know
it's
what?
just
With
like-
that
Yeah,
attitude,
well,
we probably
I want
won't.
you to-
We won't
I did
call you.
actually reach out to a few guests.
Yeah, we won't call
So
you.
we're pretty-
sounds
we're
like
pretty
it.
set up.
It sounds like you guys
We-
did make a call this week.
Who do we got?
We got a local comedian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who's he's doing very well.
You guys-
Is it who I think it is?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And
it-
then
is
we
it-
have
is it-
and then we
yeah.
have our a director, a friend of ours.
Yeah.
A local director. Yeah.
Okay.
K, the guy tells me
KK.
KK.
Khalifa Kush.
KZ's gonna come on the pod. We're lining him up.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
we're getting it rolling.
Proud of you guys. Thank you for having me. I'm
Yeah.
glad to,
Listen, we started off with a mic that didn't work. We got 2 new mics. We're working towards.
It's
I
getting
got
there.
sentimental video. It's cool.
Yeah, watch it on your flight home.
Yeah.
I won't.
All right.
All right.
I'm done. Ready?
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Happy New Year.
Kwanzaa too.
No Kwanzaa.
Merry Christmas.
A Merry Christmas. We say it louder.
Give me yours, please.